It was a warm summer afternoon, and Cooper sat comfortably in a small, bright green plastic chair in his grandparents' backyard. The sun was shining high in the sky, and the air was filled with the sounds of birds chirping and a light breeze rustling the leaves of the trees. Cooper loved being outside, especially in his grandparents' yard. There was always something fun to see or do. His grandparents, Chris and Amanda, had set up the perfect space for him and his older brother, Cade, to play. Today, Cade was busy playing with his toy trucks in the grass, making loud engine noises as he pushed them through imaginary dirt roads. Cooper, however, was taking a short break from running around. He had his favorite helmet on, bright blue with Thomas the Tank Engine on the side. He was very proud of it and wore it whenever he got the chance, even when he wasn't riding his tricycle. Sipping from a cold bottle of water, Cooper kicked his legs and looked around the yard. He loved how the grass felt under his feet and the way the sunshine made everything look so bright and cheerful. Every now and then he would glance over at Cade, who was still deep in his imaginary world of trucks and construction sites. Cooper's mind wandered as he sat there, feeling the cool water quench his thirst. At 2 years old, the world was still so new to him, and everything seemed like an adventure. He remembered earlier in the day when Tiny Pappy, his nickname for his grandfather, had driven him around the yard in his Cooper's car. He had held the steering wheel as he rode around the yard controlled by his grandfather. It was a simple thing, but to Cooper, it felt like magic. After a few minutes, Amanda, his grandma, came out of the house carrying a small bowl of freshly cut watermelon. "Cooper, would you like some fruit?" she asked, smiling down at him. Cooper's eyes lit up. "Melon!" he said excitedly, reaching for a piece. He loved the way watermelon tasted, especially on a hot day like today. Amanda handed him a small piece, and Cooper took a big bite, juice dripping down his chin. As he sat there, munching on the watermelon and feeling the gentle summer breeze, Cooper felt completely at ease. He looked up at the sky, noticing a few fluffy clouds drifting by. In his young mind, the clouds looked like big animals, maybe elephants or dinosaurs. He pointed up and tried to get Cade's attention. "Cade, look!" Cooper called out, his little voice full of excitement. Cade glanced up briefly from his trucks and gave a quick nod before returning to his play. At 5 years old, Cade was a bit more focused on his own games, but Cooper didn't mind. He was happy just watching the clouds and enjoying his watermelon. As the afternoon stretched on, little Pappy sat in his chair, watching the boys play while Grandma Amanda tidied up the backyard. They loved having their grandsons over, and afternoons like this, filled with laughter, sunshine, and simple joys, were what summer was all about. Eventually, after finishing his water and the last bit of watermelon, Cooper decided it was time to explore again. He hopped off his little chair, took off his helmet for a moment, and ran over to where Cade was playing. Together, they started building a pretend road for Cade's trucks, their giggles filling the yard. For Cooper, this day in his grandparents' backyard was perfect. Every day was an adventure when you were 2, and today was no exception. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Cooper knew there would be more days like this, more watermelon, more clouds to watch, and more fun to be had with Cade and his grandparents.